Supersizer Leighton and Superskinny Lucy are about to embark on a 5-day diet swap. It's the first dinner and a healthy stir-fry for Leighton, while Lucy gets a Chinese takeaway: sweet and sour chicken balls, egg-fried rice, spring roll, barbecued ribs, sesame prawn toast, and chips.
Oh my God.
How are you feeling?
You know, I thought it would be really easy to just throw it down, but I suppose when you're used to eating such a small amount with a small stomach, to try and then... Yeah, because rice is quite filling on its own anyway.
Eating Leighton's calorie-laden diet is a real challenge for Lucy, as she's kept her diet so tightly controlled for so long. But I need her to embrace the concept of the diet swap so she realises that she can eat more and that it's going to do her good.
It's not long before it all gets too much for Lucy.
Doing really well.
I'm quite sick. I've had enough.
Honestly, I think you're doing really, really well. But the hardest part of that was watching Lucy struggle. It made me feel, I don't know, a little bit guilty, I suppose, to think that, you know, I put her through that and made her feel that way.
It's just grease. Just all it was in my mouth. Swimming is just a coat of grease. I wouldn't feed that to my worst enemy.
But after a good night's sleep, Lucy seems happier to tackle a Leighton-style breakfast: chocolate and cola. Leighton isn't so keen on being given, well, gruel.
I have to say, that was,
Go on, be honest with me.
rather boring.
I'd have rather had that.
And that chocolate pie.
I did eat it though, which is better than last night's attempt.
That's true, actually, got an empty plate. I think I feel angry to the point where I've got a headache with it, so not just sort of stomach cramps, but I've got a little sort of mild headache, whether that's from the lack of food. You know, I'm feeling quite tired and starting to feel a little bit miserable now.
And later on, he falls fast asleep on the sofa. Lethargy, breathlessness and loud snoring can be a side effect of extreme obesity.
Leighton's ignored the many warning signs that his body's been giving him, and I don't think he realises just how much worse his health's going to get if he doesn't change his eating habits. He needs to see that this is not just a doctor's lecture, this is reality.
Obesity cuts short the lives of 30,000 people in the UK every year. 1.6 billion people are overweight worldwide, including 2/3 of all American adults. In this series, we're turning the spotlight on 8 morbidly obese Americans who are a dire warning of just how bad things can get.
When you're this weight, there's so many ways to die. It will affect every aspect of your life.
Make the right choices in life. Don't wait till it comes too late. Don't take life for granted. Life is too precious.
Don't wait until it's too late, because if you don't, you'll die.
For these 8 weighty US citizens, it's too late to turn back the clock.
When you get this desperately ill, you're in trouble.
But it's not too late for Leighton, yet. And 36-year-old Edward from LA, who weighs 27 stone, wants to help drive the message home. He's sent a personal message to help Leighton understand he needs to address his unhealthy eating issues right now.
As I was growing up, I was basically the only child in my grandmother's house. She cooked for an army, and she always cooked for an army. They didn't look at it like, well, he's gaining weight, it's unhealthy. They didn't think that it was such a problem. The things that I miss most are going out on Friday and Saturday nights. You meet someone at a club or a bar, or you go for a walk. These are the simple things that I can't do anymore. It's a special kind of person that you're going to find that's going to want to hold your hand while they're walking and you're rolling down the street on a motorized scooter. Because I'm overweight, it caused me to get diabetes, and the diabetes resulted in me having kidney problems, which caused renal failure, and I ended up with edema, which means that I have swelling of the legs, and I ended up with neuropathy in my feet. The neuropathy basically means you can't feel anything on your feet. and I developed an ulcer on my toe. And that ulcer on my toe infected a bone. And they opted to just remove the toe to guarantee that it wouldn't infect the rest of my foot and end up amputating my foot or my leg. My kidneys are so badly damaged that I can't overexert myself. So I can't really be on my feet too long, or I become very lightheaded. I'm usually always tired. I'm probably awake and conscious maybe of a 24-hour day, maybe 6 hours. Leighton, filling your time by eating now, you know, it feels good, but eventually you're gonna end up in the hospital, and there's gonna be a lot of agony and sickness involved. If you can avoid that, wouldn't you want to? Don't let your weight get out of control. You'll definitely have a happier life and live a whole lot longer and a whole lot happier.
Watching the video, and you know, I can already relate to some of the things he said, and you know, I think to the point where, you know, I do find that I'm sleeping quite a lot in the afternoon, and you know, already I'm finding it a struggle sometimes to, you know, to go out walking with friends.
But the problems are all exactly the same problems that you will experience if you don't change anything.
You know, I was prepared for the hunger side, but I wasn't prepared for the emotions of doing this.
What drives you to eat, because it's not hunger most of the time, it's something else. And I think if you can get back in touch with those emotions, then you're well on your way to changing them.
Leighton takes on Christian's advice, and with Lucy's help, he looks into his past to find a specific trigger point for his extreme eating.
This picture, I'm about 12, 13 years old. That picture is probably around about the time where I really did start to question my sexuality. I wanted to be in a relationship, didn't know if I wanted it to be a girl, if I wanted it to be a boy. You know, I was really confused, and I think that's where I did start having meals in school and start snacking. I think I knew about the age of 17 that I was gay. By then, I'd already got into the stage of the snacking and the eating and, you know, going for the unhealthy options and having the pasty and chips and beans for lunch. You know, in this picture, I think I chose to dress up that year because I could make a joke of it, and you know, going out on, you know, going out on the, yeah. I think recently, the more I thought about it, I think I do hide behind food. Until I came here, I never really thought that my weight was a problem for me. You know, and I think definitely I'm realising that I do have a bigger problem with the size than I sort of used to admit.
Leighton now realises just how much his weight has affected his confidence. And now it's Lucy's turn to look into where her eating problems began after the birth of her first baby.
What do you think? Can you see what I can probably see in that picture, that I'm probably quite a bit bigger?
So when I look at that picture, I don't see someone that's fat or unattractive. You know, I think for someone that's just given birth, you look quite okay. You look really good, actually.
I was probably quite obsessed with just getting the weight off as soon as I could. With everybody saying how good you look when you lose weight, it's really nice that people are saying it. So I just kept pushing myself more and more without even really realising, I suppose. And I think that's where, you know, it went from being slim to being skinny, I suppose. Actually starting to look and think why I've gone from what I can see as my happy time to sort of now where I'm at a point where I think I didn't give my body a chance, and I think I just took it way over the top.